All right, we are live. The question is, where are we live? We are live, ladies and gentlemen, in Sydney, Australia. And for some reason, there we go. I was going to say, for some reason, it's not showing up, but it is showing up now. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, in Sydney, Australia. This is one of the cooler things I've ever done, in my humble opinion. We're in Sydney to fly down to excuse me for clearing my throat in your ears. We are here in Sydney. We're going to fly down to Melbourne. And really kind of excited about this. I am at home on a Saturday night. I have nothing to do. And so I figured, what the heck? Let's go check out something completely different. Hey, what's going on, Brooks? How are you? You know what, Brooks, tomorrow we are flying to your island, sir. At 3 o'clock, we're doing the live stream. We're gonna fly to your island, so you got to join us, brother. 3 o'clock Eastern time. So hopefully you'll be there. How you been? It's good to see you. Um, so I'm doing something wacky today, which is really cool. Hey, Bob, what's going on? Yeah, you know what? I was sitting there. I mean, it's 9:15, 9:20, right? And I'm sitting there. I'm like, you know what? When are you ever gonna get a chance to do this again? And so the cool thing about this is, nice, Brooks. That's awesome. Glad to see that. So the cool thing about this is this is live, right? So this is, I mean, it's broad daylight in Australia, which I just think is I mean, I understand like the whole, the world is big and round thing, but it still just blows my mind that I can sit here in my I'm glad to hear that, Brooks. It still blows my mind that I can sit here in my office in upstate New York and fly like in Australia. It's really pretty wild. So winds are 340 at 5, and I think it's gonna be a fun flight. Variable 280 to 020. Yeah, okay. Cav okay. Temperature 260.14. QNH 1010. And there is yeah, I'm psyched about that flight tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Um, and what was I gonna say? We have really good ATC down in Melbourne too, which is really pretty cool. So now the question is, as I always say to Mrs. Island Sim Pilot, what's my name? Where am I? Why is it telling me runway 16? Why is it asking me 16 or 16 left? 16 left or 16 right? I don't see a left or right where we're. Oh, I'm departing. That's why. Dingbat. Uh, it is late where I am. It is late. Go solar, please. Hey, that's all. You know what? I, the funny thing is, go solar, is I remember you because I remember seeing your YouTube handle, and I was like, I would love to go solar. That'd be great. We don't have I can't right where I am, but good for you. Good for you. But hey, that's awesome, go solar. You're very very welcome. No way, Murray. So Murray, one of the reasons why I wanted to do this is exactly for that reason. So I flew into I flew from London to Nice, France earlier today, and there was somebody from uh yeah, I know. This thing always does this. And there was somebody from Nice who was watching along on the flight, like on the stream, as we were flying by, like literally where he was sitting, and it's just the coolest thing. It blows my mind. The world is really pretty wild if you think about it. And if I'm a little loopy tonight, it's because 9:30 at night where I am, and I usually don't fly at this time. Go solar. It's funny because I have friends who've done that, and I don't think I've heard anybody say anything negative about it. Um, and actually, so where I live in New York, I live in the middle of New York State, and we are building solar panel farms everywhere, and I mean everywhere, like all over the place. And some people don't really like it, but I think it's pretty awesome. Z-Sim Pilot is in the house. What are you doing? You gonna do another Southwest flight? Z-Sim Pilot. Yeah, so Murray, I think this is part of, I mean, it's part of what blows my mind about flight sim is it really makes the world a small place in a very, very good way, you know? So we're gonna do cost index of 35. I guess I'll set all this stuff up before we get into the calculations. So one of my favorite little programs is a SimBrief panel. Gives you well, actually, I don't really need it per se, um, because now it all loads everything itself, but the WOL 2 departure, and we'll do that. Bombasso, what's going on? Hey, keep your eyes on the road, brother. You know, we don't want anybody, uh, any funny business going on here. Let's see, Lizzie 9A for runway 16 is what we're looking for. And we're looking for the ILS. Zulu, I always want the lowest minimums when I'm flying to someplace that I have no idea about. I think the weather should be okay down in Sydney, but they've got some rain down there right now. Um, so get the winds. But this is gonna be fun. I'm really pretty excited about this flight. Um, so get the winds, and I'm gonna uh, try to keep myself coherent, which is always a good thing when you're the pilot, right? Uh, all right, transition level, flight level 110. So I've never, well, actually, you know what? When the sim first came out, I did like one. Yeah, exactly. Go solar. I feel the same way. Um, when I was when the sim first came out, I did like one Cessna 152 flight in Australia. But I mean, that's like 4 years ago or whatever. All right, we're gonna go flaps 5 for takeoff. I was kind of hoping we'd have departure ATC as well, but that's all right. OAT 2983. I gotta remember to set that. Let's do our calculations. All right, select temps 35. Um, I've been noticing with the 737 that the trim and the N1 have been different when calculated by the aircraft, and I don't quite know why. Let's go flaps 5. We'll go Fatima Island, park at the terminal at the end of the runway. That's the one. No problem, brother. We will do that. We will do that. I'm so excited about that flight tomorrow. 3405. 340 at 5. Yeah, Heathrow was crazy today. I mean, they had wasn't the controller. 165 is going to be V2. They had one controller doing departure approach. He was the approach controller, so he was doing ground, departure, approach, everything. See 4.5 trim, and over here it's telling me 5.11. I don't quite understand what that's all about. But it is what it is. So 4.5. That's pretty. That's pretty nose down, really. I mean, I don't see a lot of 4.5s. It's you guys who have the accents, exactly. No, in this case, you're absolutely right, Brooks. Um, let's go back. Or not Brooks. I'm sorry, Murray. In this case, you're absolutely correct. We are in your territory. All right, departure. What do we got? Yeah, go solar. He's from Australia. Yeah, which is so cool. I was really hoping um we'd get some people from Australia on here. All right, departure airport. We are looking for. We'll take departure base domestic, and we would also like where's airport? Yeah, we'll take that one too. And standard instrument departure, we are looking at the what? We're looking at the Wallow. So where is that? Ah, here we go. All right, cool. And arrival, I would like to pin. Let's see. What do I have here? Um, 20-9. 20-9. What else do I want? I want to settle it. Well, I guess I can do this in the air. But runway 16. Runway 16. All right, I want 21-1 and 21-1A. I'm not doing a Cat 2 landing, it doesn't matter. And standard terminal arrival route is going to be 22E and 22F. E and F. Nope, don't need that one. Only need this one. Well, let's put this one just in case. There's probably a reason why they suggest that. Alright, so now departure pinned. No, airport. Alright, that's what we got. We gotta go to runway. We gotta go. There's some good English. Runway. What runway are we taking off from? 3-4 left. Alright, so we we got a taxi all the way down. I couldn't have picked a worse. Well, I guess there's no nearby place to park, is there? Alright. Um, Dimitri, what's going on? Exactly. That's so cool. Yeah, you know what? I was like, I could uh I can just lay down and do nothing, but I can lay down and do nothing anytime. All right, cruise altitude, flight level 400. Look at that. And this is not a real long flight either. I mean, this is no, that's not what I'm meant to do. Uh, should only be um hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, door to door. So let's get everything organized here. Flight would be about an hour. Okay, Tangles, thanks. Um, yeah, it's a block time was 1:45, so I'm guessing that means departure and everything. All right, so we're taking off 3-4 left, which is 334, 334. Hey, Mr. Beach, you're welcome, sir. You are very, very welcome. Look at that, 334. And if I do get a little delirious, it is as opposed to bright sunlight out. It is the middle of the night where I am. So, well, not the middle of the night, but okay. So let's see. Let's have a look at our departure, shall we? May as well do this on screen so you guys can do it. Done it many times. Nice, Tangle. So you're Australian, I assume, or live in Australia either way. Um, it's funny. I had a guy that I worked with a long time ago, 20 years ago. His name was Charlie. He was one of our IT guys, and he was married to an Australian woman. And this was like 2004, and he moved to Australia with his wife like 20 years ago, and I'd never heard from him. I wonder what happened to him. He was a good dude. Select approach, ILS Zulu runway 16 is what we're looking for. Okay, so let's hide that. Let's talk about our departure. Come on, departure. All right. So, departure runway 34 left. Transition altitude is 10,000. Caution parallel runway operations. Do not turn right. I will take that advice under advisement. Airport elevation 21 feet. All right, and looks like we're gonna be 335 and then a heading of 290. Let me get that dialed in. And that's awesome, Tangles. Thanks for joining us. I was really hoping when I did this flight that we'd get some people from Australia as well. And I don't know if you heard, but I did a flight into Nice, France earlier today, and we got a guy who joined the stream who lived literally right along the arrival path into Nice that we were flying. It was just so cool. It was such a beautiful flight. My gosh. All right, so 3.3% for obstacles, so that's a little bit steeper, but it's okay. We got power to spare. 5.9% to 2,500 remaining controlled airspace. That's quite a climb. All right, 335 at 800 feet, turn left, track 290 to D 10.0. So we're going to need to put 112.1 um, in the nav radios here. There are going to be some mental blocks along the way here. It's just what it's going to be here. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to know? I think we're good. Dude, I love it. This is the second time today I've run into an NDB. How about that? All right, and then cleared via the route. So it's going to be, should be pretty simple. Yeah. And one of the other reasons I wanted to do this flight is because it looks like it should be a beautiful view along the coast. So, taxi. What are we going to do? Boy, oh boy. How about, how's about, uh, how about, is that Bravo 4-2 Golf, cross the runway, and Bravo 4, which I'm sort of confused because there's a Bravo 4 up here, so I don't know why there's a Bravo 4 down here. But we'll make our way out that way onto Golf, cross the runway, and take Alpha down. Let's make sure there's nothing going to get in our way, and we'll come down Alpha 6. Alpha 6. Good, good, good. All right. Yeah, there's some hot spots right there. All right, we should be good to go. Let me just double check that there's no ATC. There is ATC. All right. Cool, cool, cool. So now we have, um, let's see, Sydney Tower, 120.5. Tower 120.5 and approach 124.4. 124.4. Now let's get us some weather. We've got some weather. We have ATIS online. All right, so he's gonna give me a squawk code anyway. We've got ATIS information. Bravo. All right, what else have we got? Expect visual approach. No, runway 34 left for departures and arrivals. All right, I think we are ready to rumble. Let's go QNH 1010 and let's call for. Oh, I started my. Hey, Mavericks, what's going on? Welcome aboard, sir. Let's go. What do we got? We got a pro. We got towers 120.5. Tower is 120.5. And tower is 120.5. That's not an Australian, I can tell you that right now. 124.4. You can't fool me. 124.4 is approach. That's presumably who he's going to hand me off to. And as all good pilots do, let's monitor guard 121.5. All right, Mavericks. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to have a look here. 121.5. Whenever you hear monitor guard, that's what they mean. You always have 121.5 in one of your backup radios just in case anything happens to somebody else and you can maybe provide assistance. All right. Good. Let us call. Mavericks, are you Australian as well? That would be 3 Australians on the stream, which would be awesome. All right, let's go here. Sydney Tower, good morning. Qantas 437, looking to pick up our IFR to Melbourne. We have information, Bravo.
Qantas 437, that's Sydney Tower. You are clear to Melbourne via Wollongong flight plan route. Wollongong 2 departures, runway 34 left, climb to the SID to 5000, squawk 3201, departures 124.4.
Okay, Qantas 437, got the Will Go to departure, climb via the SID to 5000, and what was the squawk code again?
Squawk 3201.
3201 for Qantas 437. Nice, Mavericks, that's awesome.
Qantas 437, just confirm departures 124.4.
124.4 for departure, Qantas 437.
Qantas 437.
And Qantas 437, we are ready for push and start.
Qantas 437, push and start approved.
Roger, Qantas 437. All right, it's time to start.
516, what, do you have
Time to start sweating.
You would like to go to?
I didn't even tell him where I was because I don't know where I am. What are we doing?
Well, 516, and that
All right.
is hold short of golf.
I'm assuming. Hold on here. Push back. We've got to push back nose right, and hopefully they don't push us back into. What? That's not correct. Oh, yeah. See, I'm a little dopey. I'm telling you right now.
687, welcome to Sydney, taxi Lima, Bravo, hold short of 25.
Lima, Bravo, hold short of 25, reliable 687.
No. Go that way, please.
516, this was an aircraft pushing back in domestic 2 at gate 33, unless you want to go to a different gate.
Which one?
Which is presumably me. That's a killer livery, by the way. You see that? Alright, is he going to start me now or no? I don't know if that just messed up the pushback. Okay. All right. Yes, they do. Parking brake is off. All right, let's get rolling here. I'm so excited about this flight. This is so cool. Uh, Okay, let's bring in. Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Please don't push me back into the other plane. That would be really bad. This is sort of going to be close, I think. Yeah, I guess we're alright. Not by much. Um, yeah, go solar. I know. It's kind of like the joke, right? Is why would I get solar power when there's no sun where I live? I mean, obviously that's not really the case, but alright, let's go here. I'm gonna go toe brakes for that one. Do 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 do. Alright, so
6516, do you know where Charlie 2 is located?
thank you, sir.
Or 3516, if you could, can you taxi Bravo Charlie 2 and hold short of domestic 2?
Bravo, Charlie 2, hold short of domestic to Charlie 2.
Alright, and we'll turn that off. Alright, do do do.
Arrival 687, do you have a particular stand you're looking for?
VSync on or off? VSync on in NVIDIA control panel. I would turn VSync off in the sim and turn it on in the NVIDIA control panel.
Bravo, cross runway 25, hold short of golf.
Bravo, cross 25, hold short golf, arrival 687.
Okay, here's gonna be the fun part. Sydney Tower, Qantas 437, ready for taxi.
Runway 437, taxi Charlie, cross 25, Lima, hold short of 34 left.
Alright, taxi Charlie, cross 25, Lima, hold short of 34 left. Did I get that right? I'm assuming this is Charlie, cross 25, hold short of 3.
System information, Charlie, no current changes. Wind 030 bearing 170 at 4 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud view 4,800 feet. Sitting information, Charlie.
Route pilot, what's going on? Alright, so Charlie cross 25. Ah, all the way down. Okay, okay, okay. Lima, hold short 34 left. Okay, so I gotta come out straight out, down here, all the way down. Okay. So let's see if we can figure this one out. Charlie should be straight ahead. Charlie should be straight ahead. Should be being the operative word here. So this livery is just absolutely brutally beautiful. I just love this livery. So They're gonna be doing some slow taxiing right now because I'm.
Velocity 516, thank you very much for your patience. Giving way to the Qantas 737 coming out of domestic 2. You can continue taxi into the bank.
Yeah, should be good.
Give way to the Qantas 73 after it's fast, continuing along domestic 2 to the bay on velocity 516.
And I'm sorry, but this is just the coolest thing in the world, being able to do this on your computer in your in your house. I'm sorry. It is just awesome. All right. Virgin Australia. So,
Sydney Target 641, 737-800 with Charlie, request airways to Adelaide.
please tell me this is Charlie straight ahead. Please tell me this is Charlie straight ahead.
Camden 1 departures, runway 34 left, climb for the 5,000 for 4047.
Please tell me this is Charlie. It's Charlie 2. It's got a Charlie. I mean, that's good, right?
Takeoff 641 cleared to Adelaide by Cadam flight plan route. Cadam 1 departure runway 34 left, initial climb 5,000, score 4042, departures 124.4.
I mean, that's got to count for something.
41, just confirm for 4047.
4047, Takeoff 641.
641, thanks.
Alright, well, he hasn't yelled at me yet. And this is not.
687, giving way to the Qantas 737 on your right. You can taxi Golf to the bay.
Giving way to the 737, we'll taxi Golf to the bay. Thank you, arrival 687.
And by the way, this is not the way to do it. If you have any uncertainty at all about your taxi route, you ask for clarification. And if you can't understand it, just ask for progressive taxi instructions. You know? Yeah, go. So I mean, it just blows my mind. It's too cool. It's so much fun. I mean, it is so much fun. Yeah, Mavericks. I show people all the time, like especially like my friends' kids. You know, like I'm 48, and so like a lot of my
will be back in 30 seconds.
and a lot of my friends' kids are, and they're like, 10, 12, 14, 16, that range. And they just can't believe this stuff. I mean, this is absolutely the golden age of flight sim. There's no question. I mean, I understand like the frustrations with it, but if you think about what Asobo said they would do, they've done. I mean, for God's sake, this is a freeware airport. This is a free Asobo airport right here that I'm flying on. I mean, come on, look at this. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Alright, so now what we're looking for is Lima hold short 3-4. Wonder if he's going to give us intersection or if he's going to send us across and down. I mean, what's the runway? It looks pretty darn long. Yeah, 13,000 feet. We'll be good. All right. What do we got? Yeah, how about we turn the APU off? That's a good idea. And we're also sweating our passengers to death here. I forgot. No, it's fall down there, right? And we'll flip that. Let's see. And we're coming up cross right here, and then we're on Lima. Look at the construction cranes over there, or what? That.
For 37 at Lima, cross runway 34 left, taxi Alpha 6 holding point 34 left.
All right, cross 3-4 left at Lima, Alpha 6, hold short 3-4 left, Qantas 437. I'm just blown away. I'm so glad I did this. And before you enter any active runway, turn your lights on. Turn your lights on. Come on, baby, get up there. All right, let's take a look that way. We're clear. We'll take a look this way. We're clear. All right. Yeah. I mean, Solar, this is great for the for a stock airport. And Mavericks, I totally agree. The I think Flight Sim 2024 is going to be mind blowing. I really do. Because my understanding is that they're building it from the ground up. This believe it or not, and I remember when I read this and I literally was like, that can't be. Uh, Flight Simulator 2020 was built on FSX code, so this is 20-year-old code. That was the basis of this sim, which is just I I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that it must have just saved them some time, but crazy. Um, Look at this. I'm in love with this livery. Um, no, Tangles. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be pretty much the same. Visually, I just think it's going to be. I just think it's going to be much better optimized for because of noise abatement. Gotcha, Mavericks. Thank you. Um, yeah, Solar. So my Mrs. Island Sim pilot. She's out of town tonight, which is why I'm flying at 10 o'clock on a Saturday night. But she loves it because you know where would you where would you if you were a wife, where would you rather have your husband? Home, enjoying himself. You know, fly Tampa. That's another one that I looked at, Mavericks, and I figured I'd check out the stock one first, and I got something on my eyeballs here. What do we got? Ground speed 22, so we gotta slow down. Alright, and it is fall. You're about to take your kids to the beach. That's not a nice thing to tell me. It's like 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me qualify that. Alright, so now let's get ourselves organized here. What we need now is the proper chart. Standard instrument departure. Good. This one's pretty simple. So, no turn. What did it say? No turns below. No turns below. Do not turn right. I'm not gonna do that. It said no turns below 590 somewhere. But I'm not gonna do that anyway, so I'm not gonna have to worry. All right, so I'm good to go. It's gonna be a left-hand turn to 590, or to 290 rather, and then coming around the horn. Um, yeah, go solar. I mean, that's good stuff. I mean, she can have herself a good time. You can have yourself a good time, and and we're all happy, right? All right, let's go. Don't. VNav, LNav. Is that going to engage? It will, which is good. Let's take a quick look up top. Lights are on. Everything good. Do. Good. Alright, we are ready to rumble. He did not give me an initial altitude. What does the chart say? I think the chart says, I think it says 7,000, so we'll go 7,000. This airplane gets
641.
this airplane gets to 5,000 pretty quickly. Alright, let's see here. I am comfortable. I am ready to go. I could also use my legs page here. All right. This the 800. Oh, okay. All right, be ready for some hand flying there. Sydney Tower, Qantas 437, ready for departure. Runway 34 left at Alpha 6.
Runway 447 or runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 34 left, Qantas 437. All right, let's go have some fun. Not quite yet, Cap. I think, Z, I think it's sea level anyway, but I'll look as we get going. This is exciting. It's always cool to do like something completely different. All right, flaps are set. Autopilot's looking good. Final approach course is looking clear. That's important too. Don't want to get hit by anybody. Let's see. Runway is clear. Go, go, go. Yeah, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? Alright, runway 34 left. Heading indicator checks. We are on center line. Let's go. 50% N1. Engines are stabilized. Toga power is set. See again, the N1 power, the N1 restriction is not there. Checked. Cross-checked. Let's go commit aviation. And there we go. Gears coming up. I mean, this is just stunning. Just stunning.
437, contact departures now. See ya.
Order departure, Qantas 437. Have a great day. Oopsie. This is disorienting. Whoa, yeah, it's very disorienting. Let's go. Let's go over here. Sydney departure, Qantas 437, 3000, climbing 7000.
Qantas 437, City departures identified, climb by ship flight level 280.
Climb maintain flight level 280, Qantas 437. Alright.
Qantas 437, when you can, just check your score code, assign 3201.
That's correct. Sorry about that. I'll change that as soon as I get a chance.
No worries.
Alright, so first things first. Aviate, navigate, communicate. Let's just set 27. Check squawk code. He is correct. Is that 3201? And that's a 3201. And that is a 3201, and we are squawking. Alright. So, that was not good. That was not good. Turn direct Wollnib and then flight plan route for Qantas 437.
437 at waypoint Wollongong, Whiskey Oscar Lima.
Whiskey Oscar Lima for Qantas 437. Alright. Execute. He's wondering what this guy. See, this is why they put two people in the front of these planes. Because it is a little bit hairy. Look at that. Gosh, this is beautiful. This is absolutely stunning. That's PA sure as we weren't driving to Melbourne. Hey, Dimitri, thank you so much. It's good to see you again. Yeah, it is, my friend. Enjoy yourself. All right, let's go standard altimeter. My gosh, this thing climbs like a rocket. 10,000 feet already. Of course, it doesn't help if I'm just standing there staring out the window, right? All right, cabin's pressurizing. All right, flaps are up. Gear is up and indicating. Let's turn that off. All right. All right, all right, all right. We're looking pretty good. Over here, I meant to do this earlier. Let's get the data here. Just because I think it's fun to be able to watch on this side. I always like to have my overview over here. And, alright.
17383, descend by the star 6000.
These guys are great. So all pilots have the same sense of humor.
Descend by star 6000, 17383.
That's great, Mavericks. Look at this. Unbelievable. One of the things that really blows my mind about the sim is that you can go to completely different places in the world. And this is, I mean, it's not exactly what it looks like, of course, but it's pretty darn close, you know? I mean, it's just amazing. Yeah, Mavericks, one of the things about I was saying this earlier, like there's a couple things about pilots. Like number one, we're lazy. We don't like doing any more than we have to do. Like every pilot has figured out exactly how many button clicks it takes to do everything in the most efficient way, you know? And the other thing, of course, is the morbid humor, the the death humor, you know, which is not always funny. I guess that's kind of the point. One of my favorite sayings in aviation is you can never have too much fuel unless you're on fire.
437, contact Melbourne Center 129.8. See ya.
Center on 129.8 for Qantas 437. Have a great day.
Thanks, mate. You too.
All right. And what a nice bunch of people. That's awesome. You know, there's like these. It blows my mind. Like he's sitting in his house somewhere enjoying himself doing this halfway around the world. Just awesome. 129.8. And make sure there's nobody to talk over before I start yapping here. All right. Center Qantas 437, flight level 190, climbing 270.
Qantas 437 is still on approach frequency. Contact Center 129.8.
Roger, Qantas 437. Yeah, that's embarrassing. That's like one of the worst. That's one of the worst.
This is the RB7 Alpha arrival runway 16. When ready, descend flight level 250.
You know, Mavericks, I like that. I'm going to write that down.
Runway 16, level 250, get 793.
That's great.
793, thank you.
Center Qantas 437, flight level 210, climbing 270.
Qantas 437, Melbourne Center, climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, Qantas 437. Nothing wrong with laziness. It creates efficiency. I love that. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm inevitably gonna miss a couple things on this flight just because I'm loopy. which reminds me of a great story. So I had pizza before I started this flight because why not have pizza when you can? And reminded just reminded myself there was a there was an accident one time in the there's a
New Zealand 254 Melbourne Center, climb via Zeta 54350.
Tangle is no way you're an A&P. That's really cool. Um, but there was an accident in the U.S. where a guy ate. It was like he was doing a flight, like a long, long flight, in like a 150 or 172. He was ferrying it home. He had just bought it, and he was flying like 12 hours in a day. And he stopped somewhere,
I report when back.
and he stopped somewhere, ate a heavy meal, and then took off again. And he fell asleep in the airplane. And
Jetstar 718, leaving flight deck, approximately 5 minutes. Will notify on return.
Jetstar 718.
and he got into like a very low, not spin, but like a low turn, and it literally landed in a left wing low turn, and it woke him up when he hit the ground, and he survived. Like he fell asleep, and the airplane just went into a left hand circular pattern and came down to the ground, and he hit and survived. Crazy. No way, Nathaniel, what's going on? That's awesome. Oh man, the world is an amazing place. The world is an amazing place. It really is. You are you're right next to me. Oh wait, no, that's another Jetstar. No, there's Justin Timberlake flying a 337 A300 A330. Trying to find um, Nathaniel. I'm trying to find you on Balanta. I don't see you. Jetstar 566. Oh, there you are. Okay, you're northbound. Nifty. Going up to Brisbane. That's awesome. That's so cool. Brooks' flight shouldn't be real long. Probably about um, probably less than an hour. Probably less than an hour from where we are. Um, Nathaniel, that's great. I love it. You should, and this goes for everybody. If you guys want to join the Discord, it's in the links at the top of my YouTube channel, like in the little info section. Join the Discord, and 'cause I love it when we're out flying and we meet people and keep it in touch. We do we do group flights and all kinds of stuff. So it'd be awesome. Brooks is one of the people from our group flights. I mean, um, it's awesome, and and Brew Pilot's one of our guys. Mishko Blues one of our guys. So it'd be awesome if you guys join the Discord and we keep in touch. It'd be really fun. Um, Mavericks probably not, only because by the time I get down, it's 10:15 p.m. where I am, so it's a little bit. Probably not gonna do another leg. And Go Solo, I just saw what your comment on diplomacy. Absolutely, totally agree. And that's one of the things about aviation in general and hobbies in general is it brings people together. It really does. Like, I, rule number one of radio comms: always listen first. Listen first, talk second. But yeah, like You're absolutely correct about diplomacy. Um, Cayetano, it's
518, apologies, squawk 4336.
I would definitely try it.
Squawk 4336 for C518.
I would definitely try it and see how it works for you. That's what I use. I love it. Am I forgetting anything? Probably. Remarkably, no, I am not. But we are going to have to get an altitude change here pretty soon. Gosh, this is beautiful. If it keeps me at 36, that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna be in cruise for about 15 minutes. Ba, 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 ba. Hey, Tangles, thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, I don't think I don't mind if he just keeps us at 36 with this short of a cruise. I was surprised that Simbrief gave us 40,000. Let's see here. Arrival weather. This is 0130 Zulu. That took me a while to register. So we're gonna get another weather update here pretty soon. But Cayetano, yes, I do. I like the DLSS. That is my preferred choice. And Center Aquinas 437. Are you gonna keep us at 36, or are we gonna be climbing higher?
Aquinas 437, I can see your final cruising level, you filed this flight level 360. Do you like high?
360 is fine. I thought I had filed higher, but that's 360 is perfectly fine. Thanks, Aquinas 437.
Aquinas 437, no dramas, and thanks for all the tutorials.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. You know, it's funny. I cannot believe that my tiny little YouTube channel.
518, you identified, Creditini,
It's unbelievable.
Cruise Sydney by 200 for 380 for C518.
I mean, it blows my mind that the controller in Australia, the center controller in Australia, knows who I am. It's nuts. Blows my mind. I can't get over it. I'll see if I can find out who he is so I can say hi to him later. Let's see, where are we? Center. What do we get? 129.8, right? 129.8. Yeah. Let's see. Who is Dylan Grand? Well, I shouldn't say his name on freaking live on a live stream, but let's see. Just I love meeting people. I just love meeting people, and that's awesome. Sydney, Melbourne Center. What? Um, Mavericks, that blows my mind. It blows my mind. Hey, Murray, enjoy the beach, man. And I would love it if you keep in touch. That'd be fantastic. Um, enjoy it, and I wish I was going to the beach. Um, Mavericks, it's what's weird is, and I say this sometimes in my videos, like I made videos for years that nobody watched.
518, stop transfer.
Like nobody.
518.
I would post a video.
Cleared for retrial for arrival, runway 16 west, when ready, descend for level 250.
VNAV altitude? Yeah.
Runway 16 west, and just go again with the altitude 518.
Or city 518, for level 250.
C50 for C518.
Like I'd post a video and like after a month, it would have like 300 views. And all of a sudden, like, nice, Murray, awesome, take care. And now all of a sudden, like in the last 6 months, it's gone bonkers. All right, so one of the things I also learned, reset MCP altitude. Why? Oh, I know why. I know why. That's why. Now, okay, it wouldn't go to VNAV path mode unless I had done that. One of the big lessons I learned in instrument training is um, whenever you're on an instrument flight and you're sitting there kind of wondering, like just daydreaming, that is your indication to get your brain back in gear because you should be doing something. So 14.5, 11.9 is 2.6. So 129.8. Me doing math right now is scary. 129.8. We'll confirm that later, but that should be good. 141 plus 5. Good, good, good. All right.
And this is an velocity 518. If able, can we get the right sport?
Velocity 518, record track 4.
Track 4 is 518.
Yeah, Nathaniel, yeah. It's funny because
Cancel speed restrictions until Bori.
Cancel speed until Bori 518.
32.0. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Nathaniel. What did I just say? 132.0. The other thing I learned in instrument training is when I get tired, I make silly mistakes. 132.0. Tell you, long haul international pilots, those dudes are something else. 132. And then what's tower frequency going to be? Tower is going to be 120.5. Tower 120.5. And ATIS is going to be 118.0. 118.0. Alright, good stuff. Good stuff. So let's what am I doing? I'm staring at that. Alright.
Qantas 437, contact Melbourne Centre now, 123.75 today.
Melbourne Center and 123.75 for Qantas 437. Have a great day. Thanks for your help. Did he tell me 123.75? I'm going to put this over just because that way I can use this one. 123.75. And let's hope that's what he told me. Okay, Melbourne Center, Qantas 437, flight level 360.
Jet 793, descend
Oh, sorry.
9000, Melbourne Connect 1012.
9000 jet 793.
Qantas 437, Melbourne Centre, star clearance is for Lizzie 9 Alpha, arrival runway 16. When ready, descend flight level 250.
Send flight level 250, Qantas 437.
Qantas 437, star clearance is for Lizzie 9 Alpha, arrival runway 16.
Roger.
When ready, descend flight level 250.
Okay, star clearance is Ludi 1 Alpha arrival and descend 250, Qantas 437. Hopefully I got it right that time.
Then jet 1650, back in the flight deck. And jet 1650.
Alright, we'll go 250. This is cool.
Jetstar 793, contact Melbourne approach 132.0.
Let's go. Let's go level change. Alright.
Quarter 417, contact Melbourne approach 132.0.
120 below, thank you.
Yeah, Cayetano, I can't tell you the last time I used TAA. It's got to be a year ago anyway. Once I really got DLSS dialed in, that was it. Just so good. So instead of flapping my gums, let's take a look at the arrival here. Bum. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing approaches. And no, let's do an arrival. Lizzie 9 Alpha, runway 26.
Climb 440 away from the cockpit for 2 years.
Why did it do that?
Quarter 440.
Alright. Lizzie. You know, I've done something dumb too. I have not checked my... This is still going to have the approach.
Jetstar 718, back on flight deck.
Alright.
Jetstar 718.
So Tanta Anlid, Rummy Nababula, down to Lizzie. Now let's have a look at Lizzie. Let's hide this. Please go away. Alright, Lizzie, Maxall, Horace, Enseg, Nefer, Belta, Orkmel. Belta, Akmel? Huh?
Melbourne Center, g'day, Takeoff 641, flight level 250-280.
Takeoff 461, Melbourne Center, climb via service level 360.
360, Takeoff 641.
Belta. Belta. Akmel. Oh, okay. So we're not doing the full approach here. We're not doing the full arrival. We'll be breaking it off here. Okay, runway 16. Let's go 25. Let's go 15. And let's go 10.
New Zealand 254, contact Brisbane Radio 124.65.
Over Brisbane Radio 124.65, New Zealand 254.
Okay. So that's good. Let's start setting the ILS up. I'm not going to fly that. Okay, so 1097 both sides.
123.75, Jetstar 718.
1097 both sides. I'll get back to the chat in a second, gents. Alright, and come up. And approach course 160, glide slope intercept 2240. What was it? 160. Lufthansa, he's been in the air for a while. Nikolai, I don't remember actually, to tell you the truth. I can't remember if it has to be DX12 or not.
440, report indicated mark number.
Funny thing is, I've kind of forgotten a couple things that
763.
Qantas 440, reduce to Mark decimal 73.
you'd be amazed at how many times I watch my own videos to remind myself of what to do.
73 for Qantas 440.
Center, good afternoon. I'll be 14 on the ground. Canberra for Sydney request clearance.
Alright, what do we got here?
14 Melbourne Center getting cleared to Sydney via Cullen, flight plan route, runway 35, Cullen to departure, climb via Z 10,000, squawk 424.
Alright, decision height 640.
Cullen 500, runway 35, Cullen 2 departure, climb by Z 10,000, squawk 4243, departure just frequency, and we're received on April Aussie 14.
Aussie 14.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be the last time I fly in Australia. This is great.
45, report indicated mark number.
Just 745, mark number is decimal 760, just 745.
Just 745, thank you.
I mean, this is definitely one of the more fun flights I've ever done. 1097, 114.1. Let's put that in the backup. So I'm assuming we're going to need that for the mist. 114.1. And let's go up top. We'll go all one, back to auto, and that should give us mins on both sides, and it does. Yeah, this is definitely not going to be the last time I fly in Australia. This is a hoot. Great controllers. And just a lot of fun. Look at this. That is gorgeous. That's absolutely gorgeous.
Airborne, climbing 3000.
Lufthansa 9 Melbourne Center identified, report established on track.
He's probably on a long flight. Hey, Elmer, what's going on? No, no, not after not after updating the driver. Once they update the sim, you are gonna have to do it because they downgrade the stupid file every time. But not after a driver update. No. All right, let's go. What do we got here? Airport elevation 434. Let's go 450. Hey Martin, what's going on? It's not required. The only way it would be required is if you're updating to the DLSS 3.7, because the DLSS 3.7 is not a official release. It's a developer release. So and you can update it. You can update it to 3.7 and not use DLSS tweaks. You just won't get the. You just won't get the Echo preset. You'll get the Charlie preset, which some people like. I mean, look at this. So no, you don't have to, but if you want to get the best out of it, in my opinion, yes, you do. Yes, Nikolai, I turned VSync on in control panel, and I capped the frame rates at my monitor refresh rate. So I have a 60 hertz monitor, so my frame rate is capped in NVIDIA control panel at 60.
Is my star available, please?
And Nick,
ASAT 1650, contact E123.05.
Oh, let's see if we can get some weather.
123.05, answer 1650.
Lufthansa 9, are you established on track?
Don't have it yet.
Lufthansa 9 are negative, we're trying to find the localizer now.
Okay, Lufthansa 9 understood. Climb flight level 190, report established on track.
Flight level 190, report established.
Yeah, Martin, I mean, it depends. I mean, some people see big gains, some people see nothing.
ASAT 1650, start clearance for Dreamer 9 Alpha arrival runway 23, when ready to send flight level 250.
And very few people see a
Clear for the Dreamer 9 Alpha arrival runway 23, initial descent will be 250, answer 1650.
every once in a while somebody will see a decline in performance with it, but I'd say probably 70% of people see an improvement, 25% of people see nothing, and 5% of people see a decline in performance. I mean, there's so many variables. But with a 4080, I would think the DLAA would make a difference. But if you were running 3.6 before, might not make a huge difference. I mean, I don't think I really notice a big performance difference, but it's very, very smooth. But my sim is always very, very smooth. Yeah, Almer, the Phoenix seems to have the most difficulty with screen clarity and performance. Yeah, Nathaniel, that makes sense. I think 144 is like a weird number. I think using like you just like you do 120 and then half of that at 60, I think is absolutely perfect. 144 is a weird number. 141 or 144 and 165 don't work very well. It's better to cap it at like 120 or 90 or 60. Nikolai, the low latency is the low.
Melbourne Center, taxi via Delta, cross runway 35, Bravo, hold short 30.
Yeah, the low latency.
35 Bravo, hold short of 30, I'll do 14.
The low latency is now best to do in the sim. So yes, I would turn the low latency on in the sim, but I don't cap it 2 to 3 frames below my number. I have a 60 hertz monitor and I cap it right at 60. But I'm not saying that wouldn't work. Who knows? It's worth trying. All right. Really like to get some updated weather here if that's possible. Let's see. Because I want to know what my weather is going to be here. What do we got? 2:30. All right. 20011. 200 at 11. Visibility 10 nautical miles or greater. Scatter 24, 12,000. Temperature 20, dew point 13, altimeter 1012. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. What? Let me check. ATIS is information Quebec. Whoopsie. You should see my notepad when I do these flights. It's crazy. Alright, information Quebec. We're what, 20 miles from top of descent here. Getting pretty close. He cleared me descend via the star, but the star doesn't start. Well, let's see where the star starts. Where does the star start? Descend via the star.
14 cross runway 30 on Bravo, taxi to the mic, holding points runway 35.
On Bravo, runway 30, holding point Mike 35, we're ready, Aussie 14.
1012.
Runway 35, clear for takeoff.
35, clear for takeoff, Aussie 14, thanks.
12. Melbourne Center, Qantas 437 request.
Qantas 437, go ahead.
Center Qantas 437. I know I'm cleared for the star. Just wanted to know if I'm clear to descend. I'm coming up on top to descend here in a little bit.
Qantas 437, I can descend via star flight 130.
130, Qantas 437. Thanks. Whenever you're unsure of something, ask. Oh, you're not in VNAV, dude. Whenever you're unsure, ask. Alright, what are you doing, airplane? I guess we'll find out, huh? Martin, I can...
745, contact Melbourne Center 129, late today.
I can do one. I kind of have my own system of how I do it. I think this... That's kind of odd. Check altitude target.
Melbourne Center, g'day, Jetstar 763 on the ground in Adelaide, looking for airways to Sydney with information charge.
Jetstar 763, clear to Sydney via Pinky flight plan route, runway 23, Pinky 3 departure, climb via SID 5000, squawk 451.
What's it doing?
Frequency.
Clear to Sydney by the Pinky filed route, Pinky 3 departure, runway 23, initial climb 5000, 4513 on the squawk, and departures with you, Jetstar 763.
It's a little odd. I don't understand why.
745, Melbourne Center.
Jetstar 745, go ahead.
Jetstar 745, contact Melbourne Center 129.8.
Contacting Melbourne Center at 129.8 for Jetstar 745.
Okay, now I'm confused.
Center Aussie 14, passing 4,700, copy 10,000.
Aussie 14, Melbourne Center, identified climb via SID flight 190.
Aussie 190, Aussie 14.
I mean, part of my confusion is in the fact that he brought us down to 25. Not quite sure why. But I'll just start a nice descent here and we'll see where that gets us to. I think it's 13 at Lunis. Lizzie at 12.9. Alright, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
Qantas 440. Center Angel 1650 is leveled off at flight level 25.
So
Descend via star flight 200.
Descending 200, Angel 1650.
Almer, I always do custom install, and I never install the audio driver because the audio driver can mess with your system. I don't remember why, but like a long time ago, I stopped using the audio driver. I'm just gonna keep I'll just keep those both up right now. Um, Martin, yeah, it's darn smooth. It's good stuff. I'm using DLSS DLA right now, and like, I mean, this is the thing.
Floor contact Melbourne Center 129.8.
Up Center 129.8, Aussie 14.
Like, this is a 1200 foot per minute descent, and that's the most ghosting you get.
Back Melbourne Center 129.8.
Center on 129.8 for Qantas 430 south.
And to me, that's just it's perfectly acceptable. Um, yeah, Nikolai, 4K takes a lot of power. And Martin, I can do a tutorial on it. I have my own my own weird way of doing everything, but I have a really simple way that works for me that I can set up cameras really quick in any plane, and I always have the same setups. Like 1 is always up, 2 is always here, 3 is always co-pilot, 4 is always tablet, 5 is always radio panel, etc. So I can do that.
Sydney by the Star 9000 and 1650.
Guess I'm just a little confused why he brought me down to 25, but that's all right. So, focus, 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 focus. Yes, I do, Tangles. Yep. I don't. I used to, Tangles. I used to use it in the early days of FS20 because it was so it was it wasn't you had to spin it for like 3 days to get any sort of trim wheel movement, and I used FSU IPC, but now I don't use I don't use it anymore. Camera configuration, you guys got it. I'll do it because I have a really easy way to do it. Um, I mean, I can literally change my camera configs on the fly. Like I can change them. I can change them right now before we get to Melbourne. It's very very quick. I have so many keyboard shortcuts. I don't remember. I have no idea how I remember them all. Information Quebec.
1701 with you, passing 230 for 240.
All right. I have no idea how I remember all this stuff, but I do.
Qantas 1701 Melbourne Center, climb flight level 350.
Oh wait, which reminds me.
On flight level 350,
Which reminds me, I meant to do something. Data. Uh, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn that off. So a while ago, I had trim wheel settings. Yeah, I don't do anything with them anymore. I mean, let me think about that one. I'll write that down too, and I'll think about that one. But Tangos, jump in the Discord if you want. It's on the um it's like in the info section at the top of my YouTube channel. There's a Discord link, and jump in there. Um, and everybody's welcome, by the way. Everybody who wants to join, please join, and we can chat about what you guys are looking for. Yeah, Martin, I mean, to me, that's perfectly acceptable. You know, some people go nuts over that, you know, but it's so smooth and the performance is good, so, you know, um, so, yeah,
Qantas 437, did you stand by a star 9000 in Melbourne, QNH 1012?
QNH 1012, descend via the star to 9000, Qantas 437. I'd really much rather be on VNAV path mode, but There we go. Okay. Thank you.
437, Melbourne Center.
Qantas 437, do you hear?
Qantas 437, affirm, descend via star 9000, Melbourne QNH 1012.
QNH 1012 and descend 9000 via the arrival. Qantas 437. I probably didn't. I probably didn't press the button. Ay ay ay. This might get a little scary for the passengers in the back. Nikolai, it is 10:50 at night where I am. Where are you, Nikolai? I'm always curious. I've never been to Munich, by the way, but I lived in
Qantas 1701, climb flight 350.
I lived in Hamburg and I lived in Berlin for quite a while.
Flying 350, Qantas 1701.
Yeah, Martin, I'm here, right on the old VATSIM map. I love VATSIM.
As at 1650, descend via star 5000, expect ILS approach, runway 23.
The city was 5,000, expecting ILS to 23, that's 5,000, and 1650.
And looking at 132 is my next, yeah, 132, and then probably going to get 120.5. I hate fast radio changes. Oh, Nikolai, I went to Copenhagen for one day. Beautiful city. Beautiful city. Alright, we are coming up. Getting pretty close here, actually. It's been a rather slow descent. That's one of the cool things about Europe is like you can get anywhere in a heartbeat. Is that probably like an hour and 20-minute flight, hour and a half hour flight maybe to Munich? Hopefully it gives me the approach I'm looking for, because that would be a bummer. 16 arrival. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do. It's like the world's slowest descent. Do 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 do. Then it is going to be followed by 10 minutes of sheer terror. Yeah, yeah. So we were in. I lived in Germany at the time, and we were in. We were on the Baltic coast, and so we just took a day trip up to Copenhagen. And don't tell Mrs. Simpilot this, but I've never seen more beautiful women in one day than I saw in Copenhagen that day. Like, it was just. I remember my head was on a swivel that day. It was a gorgeous town, gorgeous city. And the funny thing is, we got like one of those multilingual tours, and there was this like probably 18-year-old kid who was given the tour. He spoke like 6 languages. We saw the same.
1650, descend via star 3800, cleared ILS approach, runway 23, report established.
And then we saw the same kid.
3800, cleared ILS 23, will report established, and 1650.
giving tours in Paris.
718, contact Melbourne 7129.8.
Like
129,
6 months later.
Jetstar 718, thank you.
I'm gonna pull up the ILS approach here. I'm not that interested in the arrival. The arrival I'm pretty happy with. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point, Tangles. I didn't think of that one. Oh gosh.
Via star 5000, expect ILS approach, runway 16.
That was probably for me and I'm not paying attention. Oh, was that for Qantas 437?
Qantas 437 ASA, descend via star 5000, expect ILS approach, runway 16.
Send via this star 5000, expect ILS 16, Qantas 437. But no, Mrs. I've outrun my coverage, as we say in the U.S. Mrs. Islandson pilot is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. And I'm not saying that just because she might be listening. She is an absolutely stunning woman. And a very nice woman. Wonderful woman. And she can cook. Love it. I love me Mrs. Islandson pilot. She puts up with me. I mean, that's got to be. Excuse me for coughing in your ears, guys. That's got to be something worth it, right? But yeah, this kid that we saw in Copenhagen, and then we saw him in Paris. It's hysterical. Thank you, Tangles. I appreciate that.
And Jetstar 763.
Mike Coffee.
Start from Bay 25, Adelaide.
Yeah, we're doing something different today, Mike.
Jetstar 763, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Jetstar.
And you know what this is? This is where they put those. This is where they run power lines.
Qantas 1701,
Such a cool thing.
350.
Alright.
Qantas 1701 is attempting to get to 350. We're currently at 330, attempting to climb.
Oh, whoops. I never turned those off, did I? Alright, well. There you go.
Qantas 1701, start clearance is the Poly 9 Alpha arrival, runway 35. Ebony transition, when ready, descend level 250.
Poly 9 Alpha with the Ebony
Is he
transition,
gonna give
runway
me...
35, and when ready, down to 250.
Bet you he's gonna give me tower right away. 120.5. I have a sneaking suspicion. It's always nice to have traffic in front of you, then you can tell what they're going to give you. What was that all about? Let's go, okay. Alright.
Enter 1650, the Adelaide clearance 1017.
QNH 1017, enter 1650.
Alright. Intercept is Akmal at 2100. I forgot I could have used my drawing feature on taxi. It's always so weird how it looks like you're going like 10 miles an hour. You know, it looks like you're just kind of gliding along. And in reality, you're going 240 miles an hour. 261 knots ground speed right now.
And Jetstar 763 ready for taxi.
Jetstar 763, taxi via Alpha to the Bravo 2 point, runway 23.
Alpha to the Bravo 2.
And I'm really getting ready to start slowing down here.
63.
Up speed is 203. Let's go next page over here. There we go. That gives us our headwind and crosswind component. Now I can start to fidget I always fidget in my chair before we start an approach. Yeah, I'm comfortable with this. We got an extra bit of time here. Gosh, it's beautiful out here. Alright. Yeah, Mike, it's crazy. Like you think you're just putzing along and you're going. If I was going this fast in my Cherokee, I'd soil myself. How long does it take to fly coast?
454 airborne, passing 2,500, climbing 5,000.
Fly coast to coast in Australia. So I think it's a much bigger country than I realized.
454 Melbourne Center, identified climb via service level 240.
Climb by flight level 240, flying 454.
Quarter 467, descend via star 3000, cleared ILS approach, runway 16, report established.
Okay, I want to listen to this guy. Mike, yeah, definitely.
Quarter 437, descend via star 3000, cleared ILS approach, runway 16.
Send 3000 via the star, cleared for the ILS 16, Qantas 437. 5 hours from east to west, 4 hours back. Yeah, that is a big country. Alright, localizer's alive. I'm not sure I really trust that, but go speed intervat. I'm down to up speed here. Alright. And we're good to go. Cabin is depressurizing. Good. Oh, the one thing I didn't do, which I always do, is check the... Oh, come on. Check the airport chart and see where I can expect to get off. Please do this for me. Alright, 16, looking probably Golf, I would guess. Alright. Alright, we've got localizer and glide slope. Down to 103, or 103, yeah, that'd be a little slow. Alright, speed brakes armed. Please, thank you. Alright. Go flaps. Whoopsie, we'll go flaps 5 here. VR captured, localizer captured, glide slope captured. Just outside 10 miles. Alright.
Quarter 1701, descend via star flight 130.
Descend by the star 130, Qantas 170.
Okay. Everything is looking good. Alright, we'll go. Gear down, flaps 15.
1650, runway 23, clear to land.
1323.
Gear down 3 green.
And Jetstar 763 airborne 2000, climbing 5000.
Chester 763, Melbourne Centre, identified climb via SID flight 240.
Climb by the SID flight level 240, Jetstar 763.
Lockmel is 7 miles, does it say? .7. Okay, that makes more sense. We'll go flaps 30. We are configured. Alright, gear down 3 green. Speed brakes armed. Auto brake set. Flaps 30. Let's see. Alright.
Quarter 437, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5.
120.5. Qantas 437. Thanks for your help. Have a great day. Melbourne Tower, Qantas 437, ILS 16.
Qantas 437, runway 16, first land, nice job on the stream.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Clear to land 16, Qantas 437. Yeah, you know, I should do this every Saturday night. That'd be great. It's been such a fun flight. It really has been. Really has been. I think we're pretty well settled here. I can probably.
Qantas 2213, request push. Qantas 2213, push through. Push through, Qantas 2213.
That was quite a change right there. Yeah. Alright. Alright. And what do we got? About a 15 knot right crosswind. A little bit of a quartering crosswind here. Little bit of power. Little bit more power. That's good. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. A little bit more power. A little bit more power. Alright. Yeah, flattened out right there. What on earth? That was weird. What was that? Alright, airspeed's still okay. This is kind of a draggy approach. Not real good. Not real good. Continue. I don't know if maybe it's a really flat glide slope. Who knows? That was a little bit of a pause there. That was not a brilliant approach, and that was not a brilliant landing. That was kind of flat and flat and a little bit draggy. But it's alright. Of course, I'm going to be driving off the... Yeah. Alright. So, where are we? Is the next question. Alright.
Qantas 437 from up here in the tower. It looked like he absolutely greased that. Welcome to Melbourne. Taxi, Golf, then Alpha, Tango to the Danger Trips. Have a great night, I guess, for you.
Night it is indeed. Golf Alpha Tango to parking, and thanks so much for your help. You guys have been awesome. ATC service has been awesome over here. Really appreciate it. Have a great day.
No worries, see you.
Alright, so Golf Alpha Tango. Okay, so I see what we're okay. I see what we're doing. We go Golf Alpha Tango. That's the one thing about landings. Aside from Z Sim Pilot, who greases every landing he ever sees, greased landings aren't always the best landings. I much prefer a good approach. I much prefer a good approach and a decent landing to a bad approach and a great landing and a greased landing.
Qantas 7801, expect PDC.
Alright. Alpha over to Tango. Gosh, this is beautiful too. Alright, let's see here.
Qantas 2213, taxi
Oopsie.
Alpha, Echo.
I'm Brecker, yes I am. I am indeed. Mike, that's great. I just saw that. Oh, JJ, that does happen. That does happen. Where? This is a feeling I often have in life. Where am I? Alright. JJ, you know I think the biggest thing to prevent that is to install your packages folder somewhere other than the standard Microsoft install location. Like I've got mine on my D drive, and I've never had that happen. But I know people.
Melbourne information, Sierra, now contract, wind 180 at 11 knots, cloud scattered 2,600, temperature 21, QNH 1011, Melbourne information, Sierra.
I know people that have had that happen to them, and it really stinks. I mean, that really stinks. What am I doing? No. How about that? Yeah. Alright, so we get the stand of our choice, which is nice. Let's go over here and let's see if we can get our airport chart. Easier to watch on this one. Alright. So where shall we park? Let's park. Gosh, what a fun flight this was. I am so glad I did this. Let's go. Let's go park over there. Let's go have some company. Sorry that I'm a little bit behind in the chat, Mike. You just completely cracked me up. That one was that was a good one. Do you see that solar panel? That solar whatever that came like popping in as we flew the approach. That was bizarre. That was the worst. That was the weirdest. Um, that was the weirdest scenery pop in I've ever seen. Alright, we'll take this stand. This stand looks good. Qantas Link over here. Yeah. Nice, 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 nice. Uh-oh. Alright, this is the most important part of the flight, guy. Oh, look at this. Oh, no, 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 I didn't stop. I've never done this before. This is, you gotta be kidding me. That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. That is literally the coolest thing I've ever seen. Alright, you can tell I've not been around the block, right? Alright, now let's go down here. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. Ground services. Let's go chocks. Let's go ground power. If that jetway comes over, I'm gonna find this the coolest thing that's ever happened in my life. Look at that. This is absolutely wild. Did I put on my parking brake? I don't think I did. And I did not. Sorry for being behind on the chat, guys. I'm just mesmerized by what's going on here. This is the coolest thing. Let's get some AC. Sounds like a good idea. Let's get some ground services. Alright. Let's check some doors. Let's get that entry door open. This was officially the coolest thing. What an absolute blast. Ground power. Still got stuff to do. Turn those off. Let's turn those. I left the AP bleed on the entire time. Jeez. That is not good. Alright, the collision lights off. Alright. Let's turn the APU off. Yeah, and meanwhile we're burning out the probes. Right. So that is, I think we actually got everything this time. Back to the chat. Brucey the Cat DLSS is it's a lot of things actually. It's I mean it's a visual it's an anti-aliasing option in the sim, but it's also a package of settings from NVIDIA that will give you performance and visual improvements in the sim. I'm gonna take a look outside. I'm gonna turn the outside volume down so you guys don't go deaf. I'll turn this down just a little bit. But Brucey, if you're on an RTX card, you should look into it. I've got some videos on my channel, and you can update it pretty easily. Z, it's could be just the scenery. It's a pretty big airport. Oh, was it lag on the stream or lag in the sim? I didn't really see any lag on the way in. I saw a little bit here at the gate, but yeah, it's a little bit laggy here. It's probably just the airport. But that is a killer livery. Yeah, JJ, I'm sorry, but if you do the beta, like I said, if you put your packages folders, Tower, thanks again for your help, Qantas437. Have a great day. Alright, I'll just switch to some random frequency so I don't get any more radio calls. But yeah, if you install it like to a different drive, you won't have that with the beta. It's a pain. It's a pain. I'm sorry that happened to you. Yeah, I mean, you know that the approach wasn't that good. The landing was like the feet per minute was good on the landing, but it's not a landing that makes me happy. You know, what did it say? Yeah, 400 feet per minute. It was like right at the touchdown. It was pretty pretty laggy. So unfortunately, but what have we now? We have done the Got Milk flight for Volanta, which is pretty sweet. Um, what else do we have? The problem is extreme slow download speeds. If try using a VPN for the download. And where we got a VATSIM tower. What GPU do you have? Um, I'm getting I'm getting a shout out from the tower. He's reaching out to me on VATSIM. I want to see if this has been such a cool. I mean, having like all these different people from Australia and like know my tiny little YouTube channel. It's so cool. Um, I'm just gonna let him know if he wants to join the Discord. Sorry, I'm just typing with the tower right now. It's just the talking to the tower controller. Um, do Eclipse. You know what? Everybody's coming to my area. Like there's about 6 airports around us, and you literally have to reserve a parking place at the airport for your plane. That's how many planes are coming to this area for for the Eclipse. Um, Nikolai, the VPN like increases my download speed by 10, by a factor of 10. Like it goes from I get like 2 to 3 megabytes per second download, and I use a VPN, I get 30. Some people it doesn't do anything for, but for me it makes a huge difference, and not just me, a lot of people. So now the question is, do I stay up and watch the Japanese Grand Prix in an hour and a half? And I think the answer to that question is yes. I think the answer to that question is yes. Um, so I would say this flight was a smashing success. This was an absolute blast. Killer livery, look at that. It's a killer livery. Mike, I'm sorry that auto FPS did that. There's on his GitHub page, there's a lot of like questions and answers about things that can help with um but the what was it called? I don't even remember what it was called anymore. The old program that he had was good too. And that's the thing, and it's another thing I'm learning as time goes on is sometimes leave good enough alone. Dynamic TLOD, that was what it was called. But sometimes if something's working for you, just don't update, just leave well enough alone. Um, but Nikolai, I use NordVPN, and I usually I usually VPN to the Netherlands. I don't know why. I just do. That's the one that works. Going to Oshkosh 25. You're going to Oshkosh 25 from Australia? So are you? Uh, I mean, obviously going to be flying over here, and then are you going to fly in there GA, or are you going to drive in there Tangles? 'Cause I've never gone, and like honestly, that much traffic, that much traffic makes me nervous. Um, but I know a bunch of people that have gone. I'm only about probably about a 4.5, probably about a 5 hour flight in. No way, Tangles. That's amazing. Um, I'm probably about a 5 hour flight in a Cherokee from there, and but I've never done it. I'd like to see the event, but I don't know if I I don't know if I feel like flying in there. So who do you know people in the States that you're gonna be flying in there with? Um, yeah, Nikolai, that's weird. I don't know if sometimes people use different names on the Discord and YouTube, and and sometimes I'm talking to the same person and don't realize it. But there was somebody else that was saying that they were getting that disk error today. I forget who it was, but it might have been you. Um, but so Tangles, do you know people? You obviously know people in the States then that you're gonna be flying in with. That's cool stuff. Oh, no way. Okay. Um, that is Air Tractors. The Hold on, I gotta look the Air Tractor. Those are those are the ag planes, right? Yeah. Neat. That's really cool. Tangles, I have an awesome mechanic for my Cherokee, and I tell you what, a good mechanic is worth its weight in gold. I mean, gold. You guys are. You really are. Um, I had about a 4 or 5 year period where I had a crappy mechanic, and it was miserable. Good A and P's are just awesome. Um, do do do. Oshkosh Bagashi, Eric. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I mean, you do have to start planning really early. But you know what's weird is there's like a lot of like aviation, like smaller aviation museums that, yeah, the PT6 is a beast. PT6 is a beast. I mean, that thing from anything from from the TBMs to the, you know, Pilatus. I mean, those are just that thing must be a rocket with a PT6 in the front of it. I didn't realize that was a PT6 in the front of that. That thing must be like a rocket. Wow. Um, it's funny how reliable and efficient those engines are. But let's see. Oh, the PT6. You're very welcome from Canada. Yeah, yeah. We've got quite the international crowd. Quite the international crowd. Yeah, so my I'm gonna be watching the Japanese Grand Prix here in a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna stay up and watch it. I might just go to bed and watch it tomorrow with Mrs. Island Sim Pilot. Yeah, Mike. I mean, that's. I mean, those engines are just bulletproof, just about. You know, this is the thing that really irritates me that I've never seen a solution for, and really is unfortunate. Is this bleed through stuff? Every Monday there's full coverage in Sydney. 800 and 1200 Zulu. 800 and 1200 Zulu. Um, actually, oh, 800, 1200 Zulu. So I'm talking with the tower controller, and they have a regular every Monday between 800 and 1200 Zulu. They've got full cover. I mean, this flight was just awesome. I'm so glad I did this. My brain is trying to do Zulu math right now. It is currently 300 Zulu. So in 5 hours would be 4 a.m. It's basically 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. my time. Hey Jamie, what's going on? No, it's the bleed through is terrible. The bleed through is terrible, and it's 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 like the one thing that I really don't care for is this bleed through stuff. Part of the reason why I'm getting these little stutters might be because I am using DLA. Usually, I use DLSS quality if I'm flying into a bigger airport with a bigger airplane. But um, hey, Nikolai, thanks a lot. Appreciate you stopping in. Glad you enjoyed it. Thanks. Um, let's see. Oh, Jamie, are you doing scenery development? That would be cool. Usually, what happens though is they'll pop like these tiles will pop and then they'll come back. I'm gonna switch to DLSS quality and see what happens here. See if it's a little smoother. Yeah, see. But then you start getting a little bit of this, but it's definitely a lot smoother. So before I make you guys sick, I'll stop doing that. Um, so yeah, this definitely won't be my only. That's great. Um, you got departure there. This is a hoot of a flight. I'm so glad I did this. Um, cool. I should probably stop yapping here. But this is a good time. This is a really cool flight. This is encouraging me to get out of my little Caribbean world and go see other parts of the world, you know. Um, Jamie, I can help you with the frame gen mod. What's going on? If do yeah, Bob, it was, how cool was that, right? Yeah, I'm getting ready to wrap it up. But Bob, we'll see you tomorrow at the group flight. Jamie, are you in the Discord? If not, please do, and then we can talk about it. Hey, Tangle's awesome. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it, and look forward to seeing you in the Discord. And Jamie, let me see. Let me check to the Island Sim Pilot email. Let me check that real quick. Do 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 do. Let me see. Uh, was it? I don't see one. Do do do. I don't see an email from you, Jamie. Um, McKagan. Oh, Jamie, jeez, I'm sorry. Um, I totally missed on that one. Try I'm trying, email me at. Let me see here. Email me at this, and let me paste. Hold on, I can paste the Discord link again in here. Jamie, my apologies. I get mixed up with names. With what am I trying to do? Oh yeah. And then let me put the link right here. No, that's not what I want. What I want is this. Hold on one second. Where is it? Here. Let me copy and paste it. And then I'll stay on here until we make sure you get on there. Give that a try, Jamie, and let me know if that works. Wouldn't let you in. It should work this time. There was a little bit of time where I had it had expired and I hadn't put a new one up. But this one should work. Just give that a try and let me know. That one should work. Like completely parched from eating pizza earlier. Let me check the old Discord here. Let's see. Do do do. Hey, there's one. We got AR. Okay. Did you try clicking on the link, Jamie? On the Discord link. Hopefully it should work now. Um, it should open. It should open the link or the web page, and then there should be like a button in the middle of it to accept the invite. Or Jamie, email me your Discord name. Maybe we can do it that way. I can send you an invite. Yeah, Mike. I mean, that's the thing. If you get something that works for you, stick with it, baby. Opens up the website and then it says link invalid. Huh. Can you email me your Discord username? Because I did get your email. Roger, sounds good. And we get that squared away here. I'm not the most okay, here we go. Nothing wrong with that, Mike. That works. Um, it's one of the reasons why I like flying in the Caribbean so much is you get great performance down there. Wheels 5834. I wonder why I can't. It's not showing me. Jamie, let me email you this link and try this one. I just sent you a Discord link. It doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't show you when I look here. Let's see, wheels. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, it says you're in. It says you're in. There we are, wheels. You made it. You made it, brother. Nice, nice, nice. Sweet. Good stuff. Good, good stuff. Um, I wonder why. Wonder why that wouldn't work for a while because it worked for a lot of people. But I am glad we got that settled, Jamie. Um, let me do this. Cool, Jamie. Yeah, let me reach out to me anywhere on there. And I'm glad we got that squared away. I'm glad we got that squared away. All right, gents, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Jamie, awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm looking forward to being able to talk with you. Um, yeah, Mike. All right, guys. Thank you, thank you guys for coming out. And Jamie, I'm glad we got that squared away. And now I've got you in Discord. That's good stuff. Um, so I wish everybody a lovely evening and or day, depending on where you are. And we'll chat soon. Nailani, what's going on, man? How are you? Good to see you. Um, yeah, we did a little Aussie flight today. It was cool stuff. Hopefully nobody noticed in the whatchamacallit, the picture that it's a Caribbean Airlines 737 where it says VATSIM Australia. But anyway, absolutely, Jamie. We'll talk to you soon, Mike. Take it easy. Nailani, good to see you, brother. You guys be well, and to all the welcoming committee from Australia, you guys were fantastic. Really appreciate it. So much fun. I will definitely be back to Australia for flying, so I thank you guys again, and hope everybody has a great night.